Y'all got it. Okay, baby, I'm not even gonna say it because if you rock with me, you rock with me, okay? Y'all know what we do. Hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I said hey. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now y'all know me, baby. I like to jump right in, but first I must let you know that if you have not subscribed to my channel, but you searching for my videos, baby, like I'm Coke and you.
Girl, don't say it.
Anyway, I need you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it very much. Y'all know subscribing to my channel is supporting a small black business.
Let them know, girl.
Yes, it is. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel. A lot of people be like, Jazmyn, how can we support you? Well, you can support me by subscribing to my channel, liking, sharing my videos on whatever platform you wish to support me on. And whenever I have something coming up, or if I do a little promo video, honey, comment on it, like it, smiley faces or whatever the hell. I don't give a damn, okay? Just support me by doing that, and I appreciate y'all so much. It's so hot in here. Whew, I don't know why. Anyway.
Y'all ain't got air?
I like to jump right into it, but I do have a few comedy shows coming up in LA. One tonight, Thursday night, the very next day after Married at First Sight airs, and it's a free show. So I'm going to slide the Thursday night show here. It's by my friend Ashley Baca. The Saturday night show here is by my friend Nika King. It's at the Improv. And you know, you might recognize Nika King from Euphoria on HBO. Okay. And one next week, which is a church-themed show, and we will be cussing and swearing. So, amen. Anyway, that one is not free, but it's next week. And so, if you live in LA, feel free to come out to any of these shows that I have, and support me, and you know, watch me do some stand-up.
It'll be good.
Y'all know it's funny. Anyway, let's jump right in, child, and we are gonna. Ooh, speaking of church, honey.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna jump right in. With the most
boring.
Y'all got it. Okay, baby, I'm not even gonna say it because if you rock with me, you rock with me. Okay, y'all know what we do. Period. We're gonna start with Jose and Rachel. This was a very interesting episode with all of the couples. We got to know all of the couples a little bit better. They did a lot of talking, but a lot of talking about nothing. So let's get into it. Jose and Rachel. The first thing they did is they went to yoga, goat yoga.
What the hell is goat yoga?
I'm like, what does goat yoga do? Is this supposed to benefit the goats or benefit the glutes, honey? Because I'm trying to really figure out. I'm a yogi, or I used to be anyway. Before the Panasonic, honey, I did yoga like 3 or 4 times a week. If yoga was a cult, I was in that bitch. I love yoga so much. I'm ashamed that I just stopped doing it just because classes and everything. But anyway, goat yoga is completely pointless. I've never seen a good goat yoga instructor. It never really includes any real yoga moves or any breaking of a sweat or any, you know, nothing challenging. It's just goats on your back. Just goats on your back and goats on your arms and legs. I just don't understand it. But the goats were cute or whatever, I guess. If that's the point, I guess. I don't know. I said, why did goat look like somebody I went to high school with? I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. I try to take screenshots, but they're not working. Like, they all show up black, which is really disappointing. I need to figure that out. But, baby, the goat looked like one of the dudes from Belle Biv DeVoe. Y'all know which one I'm talking about, the light-skinned one. Honey, the goat was falling asleep. I said, I know Jose ain't that comforting, honey. Jose must have been talking to the goat. That's why the goat started falling asleep, because the child. Anyway, one thing that was interesting is Jose and Rachel were talking about how Jose does not listen to Rachel. And she said, you stopped listening to me, you stopped working out. I thought it was very interesting that as soon as Jose got married, he stopped working out. Sorry, he stopped working out. That seems very typical. It seems like Jose would be the type of man to let himself go after being in a relationship because he doesn't feel the need to look good anymore. He's not trying to catch. That's like one of the things he checked off of his list. So he doesn't really need to stay in shape. I don't know why he seems to be that type of guy to me, but he just does. Jose told Rachel she needs to say everything to him twice. And he blamed it on being a man.
I know you lying.
Babe, I don't know what kind of men you have been around, but the men that I'm around actually listen to what the hell I have to say.
Period.
Okay. Yeah, my daddy, he listen. He might talk over you. But he gonna listen, honey. He gonna listen and he gonna talk at the same time while he talking over you. My husband, he might, baby, if we mad at each other, he might not look at me, but he hear everything I'm saying. And I'll be like, are you listening? I hit him with the, are you listening? And he can repeat back everything I said.
Yeah, he good.
So I don't know why you are thinking that men don't listen. I think that is it's not only a cop out. I think it's rooted in our deep rooted misogyny and the fact that men don't have to listen to women. So that's why you're not listening. Babe, you don't have a problem listening because when it comes to you stacking your paper, you don't have a problem listening. I'm pretty sure when you're at work, you don't have a problem listening, but now you have a problem listening to Rachel?
Message.
Ew, I'm disgusted. Yeah, you can't blame it on you being a man. It's you that has the problem. Jose, he said he's never been in love. I said he's too busy talking to be in love. I love the fact that Jose admitted that he wasted 4 years of a woman's time by dating her when she had kids and he didn't want to be with somebody who had kids. Why did you waste her time for 4 years?
Trifling.
Like, I think she had the kids when you met her because she didn't have them with your ass.
Basura.
So why did you waste her time? I'm not understanding.
You get it because he's trash.
Listen, I think wasting somebody's time for 4 years and cheating on them, Rachel, the fact that she cheated on her boyfriend one time or whatever, I think those are the same. I think actually wasting somebody's time for 4 years is worse. Anyway, I think, but maybe Rachel wasted the person that she's with. Maybe they wasted each other's time for 8 years because that's how long they were together. I don't know, but it's just both of it is just ridiculous to me. But anyway.
Move on. You ain't innocent.
Rachel said she cheated on a guy that she was with for 8 years. She went out on a bachelorette night. She got drunk. She ran into somebody who she knew, and they slept together. Okay. Jose said, how am I going to trust you when you go out on a girls' night? She said, you're just going to have to trust me. And that's just really what it is, you know. I think that if I have been with somebody who had cheated before in the past, you just got to trust that they're not going to cheat on you. There's really nothing that you can do or say. I do think how you get them is how you lose them. So it's not like you met her while she was cheating on somebody else. That was a long time ago. She was young, I'm sure, and that's just is what it is, I guess. You just have to trust her, Jose. Like, she's not gonna tie her coochie in a knot before she goes out on dates or to bachelorette parties.
Tie it in a knot, child. Can she zip it up? Or?
Anyway, I wrote Jose can talk all day. Jose all day, okay? But not quiet. And here's the thing. Rachel complained about Jose the entire episode, how he talked too much. She has money issues with him, how he views finances. She thinks that he's a bit too controlling. He wants her to tie her il nana into a knot when she goes out.
Il nana.
And he doesn't listen to her, but then she still managed to muster up the courage to tell him that she loves him at the end of this episode. Why?
No sense at all. No clue.
Baby, what are we doing? And why are we doing it? Why did you tell this man that you love him? And why did he tell you that he loved you? Y'all have known each other for 2 weeks, and you actually ain't even ranting and raving about each other. Y'all kissing a lot and hunching a lot, and you know, you're having a lot of unsure thoughts about this relationship, but you love it.
Kissing a lot, hunching a lot, coochie in a knot.
Child, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to the I love yous and all of that and all of the couples, but I think that was ridiculously soon. I think Jose has never been in love, but he told you that he loves you. He probably don't. He don't even know what love is. I don't even think Rachel and Jose love themselves. But anyway.
Girl.
Let's move on to Brett and Ryan. I only have a few notes on them. See, not very many. Brett took Ryan the Republican on a date. Oh, y'all wanted me to say the Republican. J-Dub said I shouldn't say that. He said I should leave that in the past. But anyway, we have the redhead and the Republican, honey. Okay.
J-Dub, right.
Anyway, Brett and Ryan. So Brett set Ryan up on a little date where they played Jenga, but I guess every time he pulled one, I don't even know what this was about. He had to pull a card where he said out loud all of the things that she loved about him.
And he was looking confused and dazed.
I was uncomfortable for her. I was literally like embarrassed. I was embarrassed for Brett. Because, like, babe, this is something that you do when you have, like, mutual feelings for somebody.
Like true love.
It's weird. Like, if a guy I'd known for 2 weeks took me on a date and had me pull cards and read off all the things that he loves about me after 2 weeks, I would feel embarrassed. I would really be like, oh, okay.
He's going to kill you.
So what you want to eat? Like, why would you do that? I just thought it was weird. I wrote down, Ryan the Republican do not like her. That's why he not smiling. Maybe that's why he's not happy all the time. Maybe it's because, I don't think it's just because of Brett. I do think that he's not ready to be married. I don't think that he's emotionally available, nor is he emotionally stable enough to be married. I think he rushed into this because he was unstable and he needs to go to therapy and have some real time to himself. So that he can prepare himself to be in a long-term partnership with somebody else if that's what he wants to do. I do not think that it has a lot to do with Brett, even though I do think that Ryan the Republican would be happier with like a tiny blonde. Like he definitely wants Reese Witherspoon. And we see this a lot with men who come on this show. Like they're expecting Reese Witherspoon and he got Brett, and that's really not the same thing. So I think that's probably what it is. I think he thought that marriage was going to solve all of his emotional problems, but he's still facing them and it's not a distraction. So I think he needs to go to therapy, but we've said this before.
Yeah, like every episode.
I wrote down, Ryan is right. He said, you don't know that you've been in love until you've been in love. And I think that's 100% true. When Ryan said, I don't know if I've been in love, I mean, I think that maybe I have been. But I think that, you know, when you grow up, you might have dated your high school sweetheart and you think that you were really in love with that person, but you don't really know what being in love is until you're really in love with like the person that really makes you the happiest, you know, and you might look back on those and be like, oh, that was just nothing compared to what I found with this person. And so I completely understood what Ryan was saying when he said that. However, I do think that the fact that Ryan has never been in love and he doesn't really know about love completely might be an indication that he is depressed.
Deeply, clinically.
Ryan or Brett said she's starting to feel feelings. And she asked the Republican, what's going to make him fall in love? And he said nothing. No, I'm playing. He didn't say nothing, but he was looking like...
Yeah, he was looking like nothing.
I guess it's gonna take more time. We need more days to go by. We need more sunrises and sunsets. Yeah, we're gonna need more calendar days to pass. I think time, just more time, seconds, minutes, hours, days, years. What?
Girl, I don't know.
Anyway. I don't think that Ryan likes Brett, and that's just it. But I want us all to remember it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's not a long time. It's not enough time to me to fall in love with somebody. It's just simply not. Let's move on to Mirla and Gil. Mirla and Gil. Okay. When Rachel and Mirla sat down to have a chat, Rachel said, hey, the fact that Gil went on Amazon and bought you that silicone ring was kind of thoughtful. Like he was thinking about making sure you're comfortable, making sure that you still have something to represent the marriage at the gym and stuff like that. Like she said, it was very thoughtful. And Mirla said, you know, I didn't think that was sweet. I just thought nothing of it. And Rachel said Mirla may not realize that the little things that Gil is doing are romantic, and she may not realize it. I don't think it's the fact that Mirla doesn't realize that these things are romantic. I don't think that Mirla appreciates these things.
Exactly.
I think she realizes that he took time out of his day to go on Amazon and find a ring that matched or, fit her somewhat. It did look a little bit big, but it was silicone and it was pink and it was something that she might like to wear to the gym. I think she realized that he took those steps and did those things. I do not think that she appreciates those things.
Or values.
And those are two fundamental differences. And to me, that's a part of what makes Mirla very self-centered.
Center of self.
All about her. I said Mirla does not appreciate the little things because she only appreciates the big things. And we ain't talking about the D, honey, because she wants no parts of that, okay?
Right, at least appreciate the D.
She want all the big things but the D, honey. Anyway, now Mirla said something interesting. She said that loving someone is a choice.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to have to ask my Instagram what they think about this. I don't know if loving someone is a choice. Now, choosing to be with somebody is a choice, but sometimes aren't there instances where you just happen to fall in love with somebody? You may not choose to continue to be with that person, but the falling in love part may not have necessarily been a choice. And that is a reflection that person just might be one of your soulmates or a twin flame of some sort. And sometimes, the relationship may be toxic or may not be the best for you or something that you want to move on from. But you just feel like you were in love or love that person without it being your choice. I would love to know what y'all think about this.
Please.
Because I just didn't know if I could agree that loving someone was a choice all the time,
Both are right.
Sometimes it is, but not all the time, I would say. I don't know.
Okay, move on.
Gil said, Mirla asked Gil if he wanted to break things off with her. Remember, she was like, "Oh, you getting tired of me?" He's like, "Absolutely not." The way that Gil said that lets me know that he kind of likes Mirla. He really kind of does. But I do think that Gil is the type of person who would be willing to trash this entire thing if he doesn't get what he wants at the end of the day. And that is not much. He's not even asking for much. He's just asking for someone to respect him, to show him affection, and he wants to feel desired. He wants intimacy, and he wants someone to do some of the things that he wants to do sometimes. And I don't think that those are a lot of things to ask for at all.
Yeah, like sex. Like making love, like getting busy, okay? Like getting in these gills.
Gil went for the kill, honey. He went for another foot rub for Mirla, and she accepted.
Is that the kill?
So he pulled out the cocoa butter. Okay, King. He pulled out the cocoa butter, honey, and he tried to seduce Mirla with a nice little foot massage.
Hard.
I want to know, what did y'all think about Gil's foot massage skills? If I was just looking at the massage skills, they looked fine. They didn't look bad at all. They looked better than a 5.
Right.
Which is what Mirla rated him. Mirla does not appreciate the little things.
Ever.
Okay, she's not romantic. Like I said before, she's not sexual.
Yep.
Okay? She's not romantic. She's in no way intimate. And she's very difficult to please. Very difficult to please. Imagine sleeping with Mirla.
Oh, no. Don't want to.
Baby, first of all, you got to let her be on top, because just let her do her thing, honey. And then if you try to get on top, she's going to be like, I guess this is all right. I guess.
Right.
I mean, could you it's okay. Like, who wants somebody like that, child?
I give it a 5.
Not anybody that I know. I said Mirla, Mirla said she doesn't like going over to people's houses. Me, I personally don't mind going to people's houses. I really don't like people over my house that much. That's just the God honest
Girl.
truth. But I'd rather go to your house than you come over to my house. So maybe I'm weird too. I don't know. I said when Mirla and Gil met up with the other couples, here goes gobble mouth Gil, honey, because he's ready to tell it all. He's like, so me and Mirla had a oh my gosh, Gil.
Be quiet.
You are just ready to run and tell everybody. Run tell that, honey. You Martin Lawrence at this point.
Right.
Because you running to tell that and running to tell that. Okay? Jeez Louise. And finally, Mirla and Gil went on a date. Okay, so Mirla said she chose that spot because one of her favorite bloggers or influencers that she follows had the cutest little drink in the cutest little glass, and she had to go to that spot to taste the cocktails because she loves a cute cocktail. Baby, I love a cute cocktail too, but I hate how fake fancy Mirla is.
Right.
The cocktail wasn't even all that, babe. It was just a regular champagne glass with a sticker on it that said Chanel No. 6.
She's basic, but she thinks that she's fancy.
That's fancy to you? Baby, I like my cocktail on fire, honey. I love a good cocktail too. I love a fancy cocktail. I love a nice dinner. I love getting dressed up, looking fine as hell for my man and for me, and maybe even with me and my girls, honey, and going out and having cocktails and laughing and giggling and showing cleavage, honey. I love all of it. But guess what? Mirla did none of that.
None of it.
The drink wasn't cute. Her outfit wasn't cute. Her face, she didn't even have it on no chapstick. Can we get a Fenty gloss on this girl?
Something.
Like, you don't have to wear makeup, Mirla, but can we get something? Can we get a Fenty gloss? Can we get a rose-colored lip? Can we get something on your ass? Her hair wasn't even flat ironed. Well, it was, but it wasn't. You know, like...
Not well.
Girl, you claim to be so fancy, but you're giving me no looks. Oh my gosh. Anyway... She said she loved to dress up. I said, bitch, where? Where's the dress? Where's the up?
Okay.
Baby, I thought it was up and it stuck for the summer. Cardi told you, but baby, yours is down to the ground. Anyway, Mirla says she wants a husband to take her to brunch and dinner twice a week. So brunch every week, dinner twice a week. So that is a dinner or lunch date 6 times out of the month. So almost twice a week for her.
Girl, bye.
Okay. I think that's a little unrealistic.
Very.
Me and, especially during the pandemic, me and my spouse, we've spent a lot of time together. A lot of time. And spending time is not just about going out to eat. It's going to Home Depot and going to Target and going to eat and going to run errands and going to look at furniture and watching TV in bed and talking and getting in the tub together and, you know, all of that, honey. That's spending time. It don't have to just be dinner.
Right.
Girl, you're not dating no more. You married. But anyway, I do love a good dinner out. But when you busy, you can't do it every weekend. So... let's move on to our next to last couple, Bao and Johnny. Bao and Johnny. Bao and Johnny did a lot of kissing this episode, did they not?
They sure
One
did.
thing that Johnny said at the beginning of their episode, you know, their segments, he said, you know, in marriage I was expecting some hardship, but I didn't expect it to happen so soon.
Johnny need to be quiet at this point.
What hardship?
None. Nothing.
Baby, this has been a soft...
shell crab.
Baby, this has been a soft kayak, not a hardship.
Okay, thank you for thinking of something, girl.
What hardships have you had? None. This hasn't even been hard, Johnny. Y'all haven't gone through anything. The only reason you guys are arguing is because of your ass.
Period.
Johnny's delusional. Johnny and Bao were having a conversation over dinner. And Johnny goes, well, Bao was like, oh, I already know I know that you don't, da-da-da. Bao is a great listener. That's why she thinks that she knows you, Johnny, because she's actually listened to you. And you probably haven't even listened to Bao. You're too busy about how much she knows about you to know anything about her, probably. So she was like, oh, I know this about you and this about you. And he goes, have you asked me? What? And she goes, well, no. And he goes, why don't you ask me? And then when Bao asks him, he gets mad.
He's missing a few bricks, babe.
Johnny needs to go to therapy. Bad. Why would you ask me to ask you so that as soon as I ask you, you can get an attitude?
I don't know. What's his problem?
What? Child, anyway. I wrote down, Johnny gives me sociopath vibes.
Maybe he's a narcissist.
And maybe that's extreme, but Johnny is extremely selfish. Yeah. I would love to see what a relationship between Johnny and Mirla would look like. Everybody.
Child.
It probably wouldn't even, they would be roommates because they would be so worried about themselves and not the other person. Like, Johnny only cares about Johnny. It's really crazy to me. And it's really shocking at the fact that Bao is willing to just accept the way that Johnny is without confronting him at all. She's afraid to confront him, and you can tell, because she wants things to work. She doesn't want him to get upset. She doesn't want him to reject her. She wants to fall in love with this man. And yeah, she's just sort of accepting his irrational personality and his demands. And I think it's terrible.
Ooh, the dehydration.
I wrote down one thing to note is, how come these apartments are nicer than the honeymoon hotel that they were in?
Right.
When I said that Mirla was right about the raggedy hotel they stayed in for their honeymoon, she was right, because these apartments are nicer than that. So that should be an indication of how ugly those hotel rooms were for people who didn't understand.
For y'all.
I wrote down, Johnny only thinks about sex. He thinks that when sparks fly, he's talking about sexual activity. That is all that he is talking about. He's like, I want sparks to fly. Johnny, sparks can't fly all day. I think he might really, he only cares about sex and himself.
If sparks flew all day, baby, we'd have a fire in California.
As soon as Johnny got drunky, he wanted to be intimate. And I was like, Johnny has gone back and forth about whether he likes Bao. He said multiple times he's not attracted to Bao. He said that he doesn't like her kitty personality when it comes to intimacy. He doesn't like how serious she is. He doesn't like a lot of things about her personality. But as soon as he had 2 glasses of champagne, he was ready to get down and dirty.
Period.
How does that work?
It don't.
Child, anyway, I don't understand it.
He not gonna like her in 2 days. Watch.
Anyway, I wrote down, why is Johnny pretending to be asleep while Bao was talking, when she was like, me and Johnny, we finally got rid of the pillow in between us, and I've got him like a leech. Girl, Johnny's awake. Oh my God, how fake is this?
Fake.
Why did my mom say that Johnny's little body was tripping her out? Oh, Johnny does have a little body. But anyway.
He built like a puppet.
I wrote down, Johnny is obsessed with lovemaking. He said, oh, now, things are starting to work out between us. As soon as they started getting busy, then he's like, yeah, we're heading in the right direction. Really? No, y'all are not. You only care about physical activity. You only care about sex between you and Bao. And that's very clear that that's all that you care about. And that's why you were probably having doubts about her before, because Johnny deep down inside is an F-boy.
Horny Johnny.
He wants somebody who he can sleep with and have this amazing sexual chemistry with. And where has that landed him in the past? Single, alone, and skinty. Okay?
Exactly.
So no, it's not going to work like that, Johnny. And finally, when him and Bao start to become intimate, he's like, oh, well, things have changed now. We're on a good progress. But as soon as he does an activity like painting with Bao, where he actually has to have a conversation with her and manage to have fun with her outside of sex, he's looking for sex. He's looking for heat. He's looking for lust. Okay? He's looking for the testicles to be out. And he's wondering why Bao is actually into painting and into this activity that he planned, instead of why is she not rolling around with paint all over their bodies?
Hunching and hiding.
Johnny, you are ridiculous.
And scratching and surviving.
And he's just drinking and drinking.
Hanging in.
Somebody get Johnny out of my face. Get Johnny out of my face. Please.
Ain't we lucky we got him?
Johnny is the new vodka, honey. Except he's not vodka. He's not Johnny. He's champagne. Okay, because that's all he likes to drink. And then he likes to get frisky. I really think that Johnny is so self-centered. All he cares about is sex and being in a good mood, and that's pretty much it. Because that's all he's talked about for like the last hour of the episode. And last but not least, or maybe least, child.
Here we go.
We have Michaela and Zach. Let's get into it.
And this is a mess.
Let me take a breath for this one. Let me tell y'all something.
Girl, what?
And I don't care what gender you identify as.
Okay, great.
Cussing during arguments ain't it.
Ooh, they gonna hate to hear that one.
This is in reference to Michaela talking to Zach. Cussing during arguments ain't it. Okay? If you cuss in conversation, hell, I've cussed a few times during this video. I don't think that's a problem. But I think that when you talk to your partner, the person that you love, the person that you have the utmost respect for here on earth, you should talk to them gently.
Ooh, let them know.
I personally don't even think you should be cussing at your kids, but that's a whole different story, black people.
Okay.
But cussing during arguments with the person that you care about, to me, it's just unacceptable. Unless you gotta really be hot, honey. You really gotta be mad. Because I just don't like the way Michaela, every time she has a conversation with Zach, she doesn't cuss in normal conversation. That's the thing. She only curses when she's not happy with Zach. And I don't like that. Especially with somebody you don't even know. You've known him for 2 weeks.
It's toxic.
Girl, I'm sorry. I think it's tacky. Zach said that he tried to give Michaela a call to talk things out. Michaela said, here's another number you can reach me at.
Girl, what?
And don't call me. Text me.
Okay, she tripping. Hell no.
Excuse me?
You heard her.
Michaela, she needs somebody to slap her. Baby, you need therapy. You have some of the worst communication. Zach has terrible communication as well. Let's be clear. But Michaela literally has not taken accountability for anything that she's done.
At all.
Michaela is irrational. She's erratic. She's immature.
What else?
She just really needs help. She needs assistance.
Medical.
Because she had the nerve to tell Zach that he hasn't taken responsibility for anything that he's done. Okay, let's say that Zach was gone all night. He didn't come home. The whole putting the dog thing to sleep was weird. But let's say he didn't come home and you packed your stuff and you left and you came back and Zach said, hey, I was back. I don't know what it is, what the problem was, whatever. And you guys squashed it. That was the opportunity to start over. You already you overreacted the first time. Okay? Zach did something wrong. You did something wrong. You guys squashed it. Great. Then you called off the party without Zach's knowledge.
Strike number 2.
And then you didn't take accountability. And then
3.
you tried to take accountability by weaponizing your tears and saying, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I didn't know.
Okay. Then when Zach says, you know what? This has been a lot. I'm going to just sleep in my own place tonight. I just need peace and quiet. I will call you tomorrow. He calls you tomorrow and you give him the runaround and says that you can't talk, you can only text.
A mess.
What the hell is wrong with you, Michaela?
Who knows, honey?
Child, I've never had so many issues with women on this show. This season has tripped me out. And then here comes Zach talking about if I was a bee and I was sitting next to a tree, could you be with me? I don't know. Baby, stop talking about Beyonce and just say what the hell you gotta say.
Beehive.
You don't need an example, a riddle, a rhyme. Baby, you not Busta. Just say what you have to say, Zach. Why does it take all of this? All of this. Bzz, bzz. It don't take all of that. Just say what you have to say. Michaela said Zach will not take accountability for the things that he did. Michaela, you did 2 out of the 3 things. 2 out of the 3 things was you. Actually, 3 out of the 3 things was you, and 1 out of the 3 things was Zach.
Right.
Yeah, Zach is immature. He's 27 years old. He's not going to be mature. He doesn't know how to communicate either. But you are certainly not making it easier. Both of you guys are childish, and you guys need to grow up.
Immediately, and not be married.
I wrote down, Zach needs to move forward and focus on both of their feelings, not just his own.
Okay.
Because he keeps talking about how he was hurt, how he feels, how he was hurt. We get it, baby. You were hurt. Now you have to pick up the pieces.
Hey,
pick up the pieces. Okay? And move on.
Yeah.
But anyway, he ended up doing that. This entire scene where they have all this conflict and Zach gets super heated, and at the end of the day, they're like, do you want to make it work? All of that seemed fake to me. Every single part of it seemed fake.
Yep.
Everything seemed fake. And at the end of it, the producers played this song in the background. Everything's gonna be alright.
And that was a mess. Who added that? Who chose that?
I can't deal with Married at First Sight in Lifetime. But anyway, I wrote down that Michaela needs therapy. Zach also needs therapy. But Zach needs to be with someone who's more gentle. Yeah. Michaela is not emotionally available. In fact, she's defensive. Yeah. He needs someone who's softer than Michaela. Michaela be looking at Zach upside his head anytime he opens his mouth these days. And why? Why are you looking at him like that?
I said, oops,
like,
upside
when Zach was talking about the whole list of things that he's looking for, which in my opinion they were just normal things. I wish I had gotten a screenshot, but like I said, it got black. But a couple of things, a couple of things that I wrote down that he wrote down or that he said were ambitious, loyal, attractive to him, good communication, and trust. Those are just basic things that you look for in a relationship.
Yep.
A lot of people on Twitter were like, we need to let go of the list. Not y'all with 100 million lists. Not y'all with a whole list of things you need a man to have in his closet, let alone a job. What kind of job? A 6-figure job, not a 9 to 5, honey. He gotta have his own business. He gotta be a business owner, honey. He gotta be 6 feet. He can't be bald. He can't be fat. And what? Y'all be having a whole list.
A CVS receipt.
He just had a simple list with simple things. I don't understand what the problem was. Like, have your things that you're looking for in a person. There's no problem with that, you know, as long as it's not outrageous. I wrote down, why did Michaela have a booger in her nose for 10 episodes now? I thought
somebody
she had a nose
please.
ring, but she doesn't. Is it just me or does she have a booger in her nose for 10 days?
Me and my mama noticed it.
Anyway, and then finally they had a scene where they were cooking together with a chef on Zoom, and it really highlighted how they have absolutely zero chemistry in real life. Yeah.
Facts.
It was awkward. They don't like each other. They shouldn't be together. There's no chemistry at all whatsoever. Neither one of them have good personalities, especially with each other. It's magnified, and neither one of them can cook, which is pretty sad. They both need that skill to survive. So,
wow.
It was very clear that Michaela did not know how to season food, but Zach didn't pick up any salt or pepper, so we don't know if you know how to season either. So, it looks to me like the pot calling the kettle black at this point. Shrimp scampi, you guys, it's just butter and noodles. So I don't really know what to tell y'all. It was weird. Anyway, I would love to know what y'all thought about this episode. Of course, what you thought about my comments. Yeah, let me know what you thought about whether falling in love is a choice. And of course, you know, just everything. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Like I said, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, baby, what are we doing and why are we doing it?
Period. Bye.